What if all the things you think about being separate from other people, from the universe, and even from your own potential, were just illusions? Stop and really think about that for a moment. We're not really separate, even though we feel that way every day. Science has shown us something that not many people really understand. A truth that changes the way we see ourselves, our relationships, and our future. In fact, there is an invisible web that connects everything in the world. Each and every star, atom, thought, and heartbeat is a part of a huge web that goes beyond the normal limits of space and time. The things we can see are connected by an energy field that includes particles, your mind, your emotions, and the way your life is going. In your opinion, what does this mean? This means that your thoughts are not just stuck in your head. No one can hear how you feel, and your fate isn't. Have you ever thought about someone out of the blue, like an old friend or family member, and then almost right away, their phone rang with a message? Or maybe you were going to call someone and they call you first. We think these are just random events, but what if they're not? What if these moments show us a deeper truth? That connection doesn't fade with distance, and that we are connected through invisible bonds that span time and space. It's not just gut feeling or luck. Quantum physics describes this as a real event. It's known as quantum entanglement among scientists. One of the strangest and most amazing ideas in modern physics is called entanglement. It shows that once two particles are linked, they stay linked even if they are very far apart. If you change the state of one, the other responds right away, even if they are on different sides of the universe. What does this show? It shows that time and space don't stop people from connecting. In some versions of reality, everything is connected, and people can talk to each other across lines we thought were impossible to cross. It gets even more interesting after this. At first, scientists thought this rule only applied to subatomic particles like photons and electrons, which are the smallest building blocks of the universe. A lot of people still don't understand that this principle doesn't just apply to microscopic things. Some parts of your life, like your thoughts and energy, may be affected by it. You might wonder why your consciousness would be different from everything else if everything is made up of energy and particles. If one electron can be connected to another over very long distances, then your thoughts, feelings, and even your plans could be connected to the rest of the universe. This is where mystery and science meet. At first glance, it doesn't seem possible. Yet experiments keep showing that entanglement is real and that it goes against everything we thought we knew about classical science. The well-known double-slit experiment from the early 1900s was one of the clearest proofs. Scientists found in that study that light particles, called photons, act differently when they are being watched and when they are not. In other words, just being aware of what was happening and observing it changed what happened. This one experiment changed everything we know about physics. It seemed to say that consciousness isn't separate from matter, that awareness has effects on the real world, that how you see things can change what happens. Then there were the entanglement tests. Albert Einstein, Boris Podolsky, and Nathan Rosen came up with what is now known as the EPR paradox in 1935. They wondered if entanglement was even possible. Einstein famously said it was just spooky action at a distance. He thought it was crazy to think that particles could stay connected across the universe, even if there was no physical signal going between them. But in 1982, physicist Alain Aspect tested the paradox. Without a doubt, his tests proved that entanglement is real. If you change the state of one particle, the other one responds right away. even though there is no way for information to get from one to the other. Einstein was not right. There really are invisible threads that connect everything in the universe. These threads don't care about time or distance, and they don't care about any law we thought was unbreakable. Stop for a moment and think about how this can help you. Everything in your body is connected to this universal field, and your mind and consciousness are made of the same energy that controls the stars. What is stopping you from being connected in the same way? This isn't just general philosophy. There is proof that the universe outside and the world inside you are one and the same. That the things that happen to you inside don't stay inside. They affect what you attract, what you experience, and who you become. Think of times when you knew something was going to happen before it did. Or when you thought about someone and they reached out to you out of the blue. These aren't just chance events. They could be reflections of entanglement, which means that your mind is in tune with the huge, invisible field that holds everything together. Life changes when you start to understand this. Reality is no longer a bunch of random events that happen one after the other. You start to think of it as a living web that is always responding to the signals you send. What's even better is that your thoughts and feelings have a lot more power than you think because they are linked to this universal field. They're not just sparks that disappear into thin air. They are vibrations that are sent out into the field of connections that makes up reality. The universe hears you. What are you sending is the question. We have looked at how the universe is entangled so far, by looking at particles that are linked across space and act like they are one. The real secret, though, is that this rule isn't just about particles. It's about you. All of these things, your life, your mind, and your feelings, are linked by this invisible web. There is no one watching you from the outside as you look at quantum mysteries. You are living proof of what they say. Take a moment to think about what you're thinking. At first glance, it seems like they stay in your head, moving around quietly so no one else can hear them. But both modern science and old wisdom agree. Your thoughts are bigger than you think. They are not kept in. They spread out like waves in a big ocean, and those waves move with other things. They carry your feelings, your plans, and even your state of mind. Think about throwing a pebble into still water. The waves spread out in all directions and hit everything they come across. In the same way, every thought you let go of sends a vibration through the quantum field and affects not only your body, but also the space around you. This is why how you feel and think matters more than you think it does. That frequency spreads outward if your inner world is full of fear, doubt, or lack. You may notice that small problems, like traffic jams, fights, and unexpected bills, start to pile up when you're stressed. It's like the world bounces back the vibrations of your soul. While being in tune with gratitude, peace, or excitement, on the other hand, life seems to go in a different direction. Opportunities show up. The right people come your way. The best solutions appear when you least expect them. Don't you remember days when everything seemed to click and small things like finding the perfect parking spot were easy? That's how your vibration works. The HeartMath Institute, a group of researchers that study the heart and consciousness, found something amazing. Your heart makes a strong electromagnetic field that goes beyond your body. You can actually measure this field from a few feet away. Even more importantly, other people are affected as well. It connects to the energy fields of the people and things around you. In simple terms, what does that mean? It means that your feelings are contagious, both mentally and physically. That frequency spreads when you feel love, peace, or joy. It spreads when you're scared, angry, or hopeless. You've been in situations where you could tell right away what the mood was like in a room before anyone spoke. That's not something you made up. It's how sensitive you are to the field. Let's look into this more. If feelings and thoughts are energy, and energy never goes away, it just changes form, then where do your thoughts go after you project them? They don't go away. They keep vibrating in the field of everything. They talk to each other. They draw you in. They make. This is why people who carry around negative patterns all the time, like fear of failing, thinking they're not good enough, or thinking life will always be hard, tend to get stuck in cycles that keep happening. Their subconscious mind sends out the same frequency over and over, like an antenna, and the universe faithfully returns it. But there is hope. Once you understand this, you are no longer helpless. You don't have to keep going through the same old things. You can change your vibration and send out new signals on purpose. Think about how this applies to you. Anyone else ever notice how bad things seem to be when you're in a bad mood? The bus is running late. Your boss is mean. You spill your coffee. Still, the day seems full of little miracles when you wake up feeling inspired and thankful. It's not a coincidence. It's calling out. Your personal energy field shows that it is entanglement. A big part of this is your subconscious mind. Your mind may be telling you things like, "I want love," or "I want plenty," but your subconscious mind may still be telling you things like, "Life is hard," or "I'm not enough." And because the subconscious is like a strong transmitter, your deeper beliefs have a bigger effect on the outside world than your fleeting conscious thoughts. This is why lots of people feel stuck. Even though they say they want to be successful, an old habit keeps pulling them back into trouble. But things start to change once you start reprogramming the subconscious and swap out the frequency of fear for one of confidence, gratitude, and possibility. Don't forget that your mind is not alone. It has something to do with the universe. Your thoughts and feelings send messages to you all the time. You don't think to yourself all the time. The quantum field is getting your message. The field comes back. All the time. Your conscious mind is like the ship's captain, steering with purpose. Your subconscious mind is like the ocean current below, huge, unseen, and much stronger than you think. For the most part, people think that the decisions they make are based on logic. You might tell yourself things like, "I'm going to eat better," or "I'm ready to get a better job." But studies show that your subconscious mind controls about 95% of the things you think, do, and decide every day. This means that even though you decide to go in a certain direction, it's up to your subconscious to decide if you'll actually get there or fall back into old habits. Why does this happen? For the simple reason that your subconscious stores all the beliefs, memories, and feelings you've had over the course of your life. And the most important programming happens when you are very young. Your brain mostly works in the theta wave frequency range from birth to about age 7. This is the same state that adults go into during deep meditation or hypnosis. This makes kids very open to what you say. You aren't critically analyzing during these formative years. You're taking it in. Your parents, teachers, and culture teach you things over and over again, and they become part of your subconscious like wet cement. As a child, you may have heard sayings like, "Don't get your hopes up, you'll only be disappointed." "Life is a constant struggle," or "You can't have everything you want." Then those thoughts didn't just go through you. They became a part of your subconscious. Even if you tell yourself as an adult, "I deserve plenty," your subconscious may still be telling you, "Life is hard and money is scarce." And because your subconscious sends out stronger signals, reality bends to those signals. This is why you might set a goal with a lot of energy, like to lose weight, find love, or become financially free, and things might go well for a while. But then you hurt yourself in some way. You get stuck in old patterns. Again, you pick the wrong partner. Even though you make money, it is quickly spent. Somehow it seems like someone is pulling you back to the beginning. That hand is the program in your mind. Think about what it means in real life. Think about your mind as a thermostat. Your choice. If it's set to 65 degrees, you can light candles, put on a sweater, or even turn on a small heater. In the end, though, the thermostat turns the temperature back down to 65. There is no way to make the temperature stay the same unless you reset the thermostat. In the same way, no matter how hard you try on the outside, your life will keep going back to the same problems unless you change the beliefs that run through your mind. Here's one more example. In your heart, you may have believed, "I don't deserve success." When you're an adult, you may consciously try to reach career goals. You might even get very close to making progress, but it always seems like something goes wrong at the most important time, when the chance finally comes up. You put things off, you feel too much, or something bad happens outside of you, and you see it as proof that success isn't meant for you. Sense a pattern? These patterns that keep happening aren't by chance. They are the echoes of programs in your subconscious mind that change your vibration and, through the quantum field, change your reality. The good news is that your subconscious is not your enemy. There's no reason for it to stop you. It's just running the software that was given to it. Like a computer, it does what it is told without thinking about it. If it was set up to broadcast scarcity, that's what it will do. If it was set up to spread fear, it will do so. But if you know how to change its programs, your subconscious will help you more than anything else. So how do you start to move it? Both science and spiritual practices point to the same answer. By changing your state of mind, you can directly access your subconscious. When you meditate, visualize, hypnotize, or do breath work, your brain waves drop into the theta and delta states. These are the frequencies where you can change subconscious patterns. Affirmations are more than just words in these states. They turn into seeds that can be planted in good soil. Visualizations are more than just daydreams. They turn into blueprints that your mind believes to be true. Emotions are more than just feelings. For your subconscious, they are the vibrations that say, "This is real." This is why saying positive things over and over again without feeling them often doesn't work. Your subconscious will only hear the feeling, not the words. If you feel anxious every time you open your bank app, no matter how many times you say, "I am abundant," the sound of your affirmation is drowned out by the vibration of fear. But when you truly feel abundant, thankful for what little you have, and happy as if money were already there, your subconscious starts to change. It makes changes to its program. As it does, this new vibration starts to show up in your outside world. Take a moment to think about how many of your current problems are really outside of you, and how many are really just old programs in your mind that you never chose for yourself. Freedom is the beauty of this realization. You no longer feel like life is happening to you once you realize that your subconscious is the real force behind everything. There you can see that you can reset the thermostat. The show can be changed. You can pick a different pulse. If you do that, the universe will answer. You might be asking yourself now, is this really true? Can my feelings and thoughts really change the world around me? Or is this just wishful thinking? The cool thing is that science is starting to back up what spiritual groups have been saying for hundreds of years. We don't have to believe without proof. We have proof. First, let's talk about something important to you, in a literal sense. HeartMath Institute researchers found that the heart makes an electromagnetic field that can be felt several feet away from the body. This field is much stronger than the one your brain makes, and it changes based on how you're feeling. The heart's rhythm gets all messed up when you're worried, angry, or stressed. This disorganization doesn't just affect your nervous system, it affects everyone around you as well. That's why you can feel tension in a room right away, before anyone speaks. When you're feeling thankful, in love, or calm. On the other hand, your heart's rhythm changes into coherence, which means soft, even beats. This steady energy does more than just help you keep your body and mind in check. It spreads out, making a field that other people can feel and even connect with. You know how this feels. Think about the last time you were with someone who was truly calm and steady. Didn't having them around make you feel safer and more in control? That is the power of resonance. Their vibration held you down, and your body responded. It works the other way too. When you walked into a room where someone was very angry, did your body tense up right away? Your stomach got tight, and your heart started to beat fast. That wasn't something you made up. Their energy was affecting yours as you tuned into their field. Now take this outside of one room. Think about what would happen if millions of hearts consistently sent messages of fear, division, or lack. Then think about what would happen if more of us consistently sent messages of love, gratitude, and hope. The resonance would send waves through the quantum field, changing not only people's lives but also the whole of reality. It's not just about feelings either. Neuroscientist and researcher Dr. Joe Dispenza has used many brain scans and heart monitoring studies to show that people's brain chemistry, immune systems, and electromagnetic fields change in ways that can be measured when they meditate deeply and feel strong emotions. When people practice aligning their thoughts and emotions, they often have healings, deep insights, and life changes that can't be explained by logic alone. You don't need a lab to be sure of this, though. Everyday things that happen to you are proof. Imagine having a bad day. You wake up too early, rush out the door, and spill coffee on yourself. All of a sudden, it seems like the whole world is against you. More cars are on the road. People are more rude. Little things become very annoying over time. Why? Because your field around you shows that your vibration is chaotic when you're in that state. Now think about having a good day. Then all of a sudden, life feels lighter after you wake up and maybe laugh at something silly. You don't care about problems, even if they come up. People smile at you. You're able to park right where you need to. Just at the right time, a chance comes up. That's not just luck. That's resonance. Harmony was in tune with your vibration, and the field responded. Science has given us yet another strong proof. Physicist Alain Aspect's entanglement experiments in the early 1980s showed that when two particles are entangled, changing one instantly affects the other, no matter how far away they are. Imagine applying that idea to consciousness now. If subatomic particles can resonate over very long distances, what about two people, each made up of trillions of these particles? Is it really that strange that you can tell when someone you care about is in trouble even if they're not nearby? Or that twins can almost telepathically feel what each other is going through? This link has always been talked about in ancient texts. It's known as qi in Chinese medicine. It is called prana in India. It is called the etheric field or akashic energy in secret Western religions. Spiritual seekers have always known that we are all connected and part of a single living fabric. Now, modern physics is proving this through the idea of entanglement. This fabric also does more than just exist. It replies. It looks back. It makes the signals you send stronger. That's why some people easily attract chances, relationships, and synchronicities, while others get stuck in cycles of struggle. It's not luck. It has to do with alignment. It has to do with resonance. Allow us to make this even easier. Think of two tuning forks. If you strike one, the other one nearby will start to vibrate at the same rate. Yes, that's resonance. Think of your mind and the universe as tuning forks. The universe vibrates back to you when you are full of gratitude, love, or faith. When you're filled with fear or doubt, it picks up on that. Here is the proof and the invite. Your feelings and thoughts are not separate things. The frequencies are those. It's a broadcast. They are forces that make things, and the universe always hears you. In the event that all of this is true, that your thoughts and feelings affect your reality, then why do so many people still feel trapped? Why do good people with big dreams and hearts keep going through the same problems year after year? The answer lies in the cycles and traps that are set up by our subconscious and kept in place by our doubt. As a child, you were taught that reality is set in stone. The world is made of matter, and the only things that can help you are logic and hard work. You have to work hard for what you want. It's not easy. It's nice to dream, but real life is hard. These thoughts surrounded your mind like walls you couldn't see, because the subconscious mind doesn't question, it just accepts. Those beliefs became the default settings of your life. In real life, this looks like this. First, there's money. You know you want plenty, but deep down you believe that money is hard to come by, or that it can only be gained through pain. So even if you make more money, bills that come up out of the blue or bad money choices can take it all away. Your subconscious mind keeps you in line with lack, not with having plenty. Your conscious mind wants love and healthy connections. But if you believe that relationships always hurt, or I'm not worthy of love, your subconscious mind sends out that frequency. And sure enough, you end up with partners who hurt you in the same ways, which keeps you stuck in cycles of heartbreak or disappointment. Next is health. You may want to be healthy, but if your subconscious is full of stress, fear, or feelings of not being good enough, your body will pick up those vibrations. Your subconscious may be telling you that you don't deserve to be healthy, so you may hurt yourself by skipping workouts, eating poorly, or feeling too busy to take care of yourself. Do any of these things sound like you? You're not weak or broken because of these cycles. They show that the programming in your subconscious is stronger than what you want to do. The second trap is doubt. You learn more about alignment and vibration, and you might even start to meditate or say affirmations. Life then throws you a curveball, which could be a setback, a challenge, or something that goes against what you've learned. You don't stay strong. Instead, you give in to fear. You think, perhaps this won't work. All of this could just be a coincidence. Perhaps I was silly to believe. That wavering faith sends a message to the universe. I don't really believe in this new vibration yet, it reads. And the old truth comes back to haunt us. Not because the method didn't work, but because the test showed you where your confidence was weak. These problems don't come from the universe to punish you. It sends them to make sure that your new frequency is real. Think of it as putting down a seed. At first, it's not strong. It needs time, water, and sun to get strong. You will kill it if you dig it up every day to see if it grew. It works the same way with your vibration. The seed is pulled up by doubt before it can grow. This is the reason why a lot of people keep trying, but never really get through it. They make plans, but they don't stick to them long enough for things to change. They meditate when things are calm, but when things get rough, they think about old things again. Let's put this into context with a story you may know. Imagine someone who wants to change the way they handle their money. They start saying yes to abundance, picturing wealth, and even acting in ways that are in line with their beliefs. At first, everything looks good. At work, they get a small bonus. A friend shows up and pays back old debts. This makes me think that the universe is responding. Then there's a sudden cost, like when the car breaks down. At that point, most people give up and become angry again. See? I can never get this to work. Life takes my money every time. Once again, they broadcast scarcity, undoing all the progress they made. What if, though, they saw the cost as a test? What if they stayed firm in their belief that plenty is still coming their way, that this is just a short-term feeling, and that more wealth is on the way? They would stay in tune with each other, and soon enough, new chances would show up that would match their faith. The trap isn't the cost itself. The trap is the old thought. This shows that things never work out for me. Life keeps going in cycles like this until you decide to break them. And you don't have to be super strong to break them. It needs awareness. To do this, you have to catch yourself when the old program tries to pull you back and choose to stay in the new vibration. You are good enough as it is. You don't have to be afraid or doubtful all the time. When the cycle shows up, all you have to do is notice it. Then, instead of giving into it, you stop, breathe, and realign. When you do this, you're no longer locked up in your subconscious. You take control of it. And once that happens, the universe is finally free to give you the reality you've been asking for. The truth that changes everything is this. It's possible that your subconscious is strong, but it doesn't stay fixed. You can change the programs you were given as a child, the beliefs you accepted without question, and the fears that have shaped your life. You can add new software to your computer, and you can also add new beliefs to your subconscious. This means that you don't have to keep living the same life over and over again. You can pick again. You can send out a new speed. Take a moment to think about that. You weren't weak when you felt helpless and like life was happening to you. Instead, you weren't strong because you hadn't learned how to use the hidden power inside you yet. In that case, how do you start reprogramming? The key is to get to the subconscious mind directly, without going through the critical, conscious mind's filters. There are also tried and true ways to do this. 1. Calming down. When you meditate, your brain waves slow down on their own. Your brain stops being in the quick, analytical beta state and starts being in deeper alpha and theta states instead. These are the frequencies that are used for programming the subconscious mind. Your mind is more open when you're in this state. You can gently steer it with fresh thoughts, feelings, and images. This is the reason why picturing is so powerful when you meditate. You're not just imagining something. You're building a new reality in your mind. 2. Seeing things. Visualization works best when it's strong and real. Feel what it would be like to be rich, healthy, and loved, not just imagine it. How good it would feel to get rid of all your debt. Feel the comfort of being held by someone who loves you deeply. Feel what it's like to wake up with a strong, energized body. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what you're imagining and what is real. It will accept the experience as real if you can feel it deeply enough. As soon as your subconscious agrees, your vibration changes, sending the new frequency out into the quantum field. 3. Affirmations to feel something. It's not enough to just say words. Saying "I am abundant" when you're really broke makes the feeling of lack stronger. But when you say affirmations while feeling them, like gratitude, confidence, or joy, they become very effective tools for reprogramming your mind. Think of it as putting down a seed. The words are the base. The water and sun make you feel something. When there is no emotion, the seed dies. When you feel something, it takes root. 4. Techniques for energy: EFT, emotional freedom technique, and NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, are also new techniques in modern psychology. These tools can help you get rid of limiting beliefs and set up new ones. To give you an example, EFT combines affirmations with tapping on acupressure points. This can calm the nervous system while reprogramming the subconscious. You don't need to learn all of them at once. Your vibration can start to change as soon as you meditate for 5 minutes every day. Think about working out a muscle. You don't change when you leave the gym for the first time. But small actions done every day over time build strength that can be seen. It works the same way when you reprogram. Your subconscious mind learns new things every time you meditate, visualize, or show gratitude. The muscle of your vibration is getting stronger. The golden key is that your subconscious mind pays more attention to how you feel than what you say. In the end, what you feel is more important than what you say. That's why being thankful changes everything. Being thankful tells your mind, "This is already real." In turn, the subconscious sends that reality out into the field. Get better at this right away. Make a list of one thing you're thankful for today. It can be something small, like a meal, a smile, or just being alive. Feel that thanks. Allow it to grow in your chest. It's already time to reprogram at that point. You stop living by default and start living by design once you know how to change the way your mind works. Now you're not stuck in old patterns. You're writing your own story. Imagine not having the same money problems over and over again, but instead steadily attracting new opportunities because your subconscious mind finally understands that plenty is normal. Imagine that you are no longer hurting relationships and are instead attracting love that shows how much you value yourself. If your subconscious has been retrained to trust your power, you won't doubt yourself anymore. Instead, you'll move with quiet confidence. It's not a dream. That's what takes place when the program is changed. You already know that subconscious broadcasts can lead to cycles and traps. You can now change the broadcast. The universe has no choice but to answer when you do. Because what you say doesn't get answered by the universe. It responds to your vibration. You can change your vibration too. When you do this, you're no longer locked up in your subconscious. You take control of it. And once that happens, the universe is finally free to give you the reality you've been asking for. We have talked about science, the subconscious, and your inner power. But having knowledge doesn't change things on its own. What actions do? Actions that are consistent and in sync, that change the way your subconscious works and your vibration. Let's do something useful. You can start changing your energy and programming your subconscious mind right now with these 3 core practices. They are easy, powerful, and have been shown to work. Step 1. Pay attention to your thoughts and change them. Being aware is the first step. What you don't see can't be changed. Stop and listen to your inner dialogue several times a day. Think about the small, often automatic thoughts that come up, like "I'll never get ahead," or people always let me down, or things never work out for me. Don't say anything about these thoughts. Just watch them, like clouds moving across the sky. When you see one, ask yourself, is this the reality I want to keep making? Then change your thought to one that fits with the reality you want. I'll never get ahead should be changed to, I am moving forward every day. Similarly, people always let me down should be changed to, I attract relationships that lift me up and support me. It might feel forced at first. It's all right. As you do something over and over, your body learns it. Step 2. Get into the mood you want to be in. Words don't change the subconscious mind on their own. Our feelings do. So when you affirm or picture something, connect it with how you feel. Don't just say, I am wealthy, if you want plenty. Picture how it would feel to open your bank app and see that you are free. Feel better when you can easily pay your bills. Enjoy the happiness of giving to people you care about. Do more than say, I am loved, if you want love. Imagine walking into a room and being held by someone who makes you feel safe. Feel the joy, the trust, and the warmth. The way you feel affects your subconscious as if it were already happening. The more you do this, your vibration will send out certainty instead of longing. This is best done right before bed. Your subconscious is most open when your brainwaves are in theta range. Before bed, spend a few minutes picturing and feeling your ideal life. This will help you reset your mind every night. Step 3. Do what your new vibration says. Your frequency is set by your actions, not your thoughts and feelings. If you want to have plenty, act like you already have it. It doesn't mean spending money without thinking. It means making decisions based on trust instead of fear. You might put money into your growth. You might be kind, even if it's just a little, because you believe that more will come your way. Be kind to yourself if you want love. Put limits in place. Be kind to yourself the way you'd like someone to treat you. Your subconscious picks up on what you do. Do not wait until you feel ready to get healthy. Begin today by making small decisions that are in line with the healthy and energized you. Get more water, stretch, go outside. Your mind hears each action and says, this is who I am now. Remember that aligned action does not mean struggling or forcing. Taking steps that match your new vibration is what it means. Extra practice. Using gratitude to start each day fresh. Being grateful is the fastest way to change your vibration. Being thankful for even the smallest things, like a hot shower or a stranger's smile, tells your subconscious mind, I am already taken care of. I already have a lot. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every morning or every night. You can write them down, say them out loud, or just feel them in your heart. Being thankful changes your brain over time so that you expect good things instead of worrying about the worst. Even though these things may seem easy, don't forget how powerful they are. The subconscious changes over time, but only when you send it consistent signals. Every time you change a thought, feel a visualization, or do something that aligns with what you want, you are training your subconscious to send out a different frequency. And once your subconscious agrees to this new program, it will show up in the outside world. Because everything is a mirror. It shows what kind of person you are, not what you want. We've now reached the most important part of this trip. You are not separate, which is the most important thing you've learned. You've never been. Everything about you is connected to everything else in the universe. Everything that you think, feel, and want is in the field. Realizing that you help make the world you live in breaks down the illusion of separation, which is the idea that you are helpless, alone, or trapped. The universe is inside you, not outside. It's moving through you, reacting to you, and reflecting you. When you change the way your subconscious works and align your vibration with love, gratitude, and certainty, you find the power that has always been inside you. And things start to change. More synchronicities happen. At the right time, people show up. When you see challenges as chances to confirm your new frequency, they lose their power over you. Even before the outside results show up, you feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. After that, the results show up. Not through magic, but through sound. As always, the field responds to your signal. Right now, you are waking up. Being aware that power has always been inside you. Waiting for you to remember is when you stop looking for it outside of yourself. So ask yourself, what frequency do I want to live in? Scarcity or plenty? Love or fear? Not sure or sure? You can make your choice. The universe is also paying attention, all the time. Take a moment right now to say that this message speaks to you. What do you think? I'm ready to use my real power. As your first aligned action, let this be your first message to the universe that you want to change your vibration. Stay tuned for more tips, exercises, and ways to keep your energy in balance. Subscribe to this channel and become a part of this growing community. You don't have to go on this journey alone. It's just the start. Don't forget that the universe doesn't hear what you say. It responds to how sure you are. The field bends to your vibration when you live as if what you want is already real. Take a deep breath. Feel. Trust. Take a brave step into the reality that has been waiting for you the whole time. Because all things are linked. This power of yours never ends.